internet's gonna be, but we're gonna ride it for the whole way. So you guys are in for somewhat of a treat. I'm not here to get too much stuff, but we will cruise around and show you guys the products, the prices, and kind of show you, is this place worth it compared to going to like a Moon Milk, oil. Looks like this big thing of oil is $4, 109,000. They got stuff like towels, pillows, laundry soap, fans. We came and looked at a fan here, but the fans are more expensive here than they are like at the Bachmayan market. Then they'll have all your kitchen stuff. They're gonna have blenders. They're gonna have rice pots, crock pots. I don't think they have crock pots, but they'll have like different stuff like that. Oh, look at this. He's already in the kitchen section over here. Oh, he's got his air fryer. There you guys are. He's got his air fryer, so he came here for that. You got your kitchen stuff. You got chairs. Let me show you guys this chair that I've been debating about buying. I think it was this. That one's 400. I think it was this one. 200,000 to go sit at the beach. It's not a bad idea. And this one's 170. So that one's like about $6. But they have the taller back. I would probably get this one right here. This is the one that I would probably get right here. But they have a lot of more items here. This is kind of the Costco of Vietnam. Let's go see if they have the ground beef. That's the thing that I'm gonna look for. Like they got shoes, but this is kind of like the Costco of Vietnam. They got the shoes here. Look at this. You guys got your loafers. Look at that. If you guys are wondering where to get your penny loafers, this is the spot. It looks like. So pillows, fans. I did look at the fan prices here, but they're much more. Like something like this, 600,000. I think we bought our fan for like 170. So they are more expensive on certain items, and certain items are cheaper. So it just all depends. Let me know if this quality is okay. I'm logged into their Wi-Fi, and I usually have problems on the Wi-Fi here. Look at some cutting boards, paper plates. Oh, here we go. Here's this disposable stuff. I didn't even know they had this here. $1 for all these cups. Not a bad deal. You got plastic wrap. You got saran wrap. I think this is like aluminum foil aisle. I bought my parchment paper from here. I almost think I should get parchment paper again. Maybe I should get one of these. I don't know if I have enough, but I might as well. Screw it. I think I'm gonna get that. So I'm gonna get the parchment paper. They got your Ziploc bags. I think I got a few of these one time. I brought most of them from the USA, but I ran out of them. And I gave Fluffy a lot. I think she brought some to the Philippines. This is your snack aisle, chips. Where are you guys at? I haven't heard you guys respond one time. Man, these are nice. You can cook some meat on this. I'm trying to look for something I can turn into a little barbecue grill. What's up, Craig? You guys got your snacks, your Ritz. I'm on the carnivore, so can't get a lot of this stuff. Got your little Ritz. These are the snacks that they give you on the bus Visa run. What's up, Skin and Bones? We are at Mega Market, which is, wow, these are cheap. 13,000. I like these. I learned about these a long time ago. Those are like about 40 cents. And they're like coconut flavor. Just doing all right, man. We came out here to the kind of their version of Costco here in Vietnam. I only really need to get some ground beef and some meat, but I came out here. We're gonna check it out. I've only been here like 2 or 3 times, but just by the luck of whatever, I always get here late in the day. Like right now, it's like 5 o'clock. This is the latest I've ever been here. But I usually get here about 1. I'm kind of nervous because I'm hoping that they're not going to be out of ground beef, which is kind of the whole reason why I came here. But then the other thing, I'm doing the carnivore diet, and they have this amazing, amazing bakery here. Well, amazing for Vietnam. Yeah, this is Vietnam. I'm in the city of Da Nang, and we're in Vietnam. That's why look at the prices, 259,000. That's why 25,000 to the dollar. Look at this soda. I love this soda. Man, this is kind of almost my new favorite. 18,000. So remember, it's 25,000 to the dollar. So this is about 70 cents. This is about 70 cents for basically, it looks like about a 1.5 liter. Yeah, I've been living here for about a year and a half. Juice, these juices are $2 basically. Oh, is it buy one, get one? No. These juices are about $2. The bakery, man, the bakery's so hard. Big thing of water. This water is about $3. I moved out of the USA, man. USA is too expensive. A lot of politics, a lot of stuff. I love to travel. I've been in 20 countries since 2019. Damn, look at these donuts. They're taunting me now. They're taunting me now. I gotta send one of our bakery buddies all the snacks. Let's see. Kentucky. I never been. Oh, you know what? I take it back. I did. I was in Kentucky for a very small amount of time. I was in Kentucky when I landed to go to Indiana. So I have been to Kentucky. Hamburger buns, man, these are good. When I make my hamburgers at home, I get these 4 big buns for 17,000. So it's like 4 buns for about 70, 80 cents. But like I said, now I'm doing the carnivore diet. Ooh, these look good too. Damn, man, everything looks so good when I'm on the carnivore diet. I've done 20 countries. Damn, look at that piece with a big bell pepper. Where's the good stuff? Do they have the good stuff? They do. Ah. Oh. These are basically $1. So these are $1. These are awesome, man. It's so hard. I could get these and pop these in the freezer. Food is good here, man. Food is good, and food is extremely, extremely cheap. Food is so cheap here, like especially if you get local food. Like 2 nights ago, when I went to George Costanza, I got beef, rice, and an egg, and it was like $1.30. Oh my God, what is this? Damn, man, these are taunting me. Damn, look at these. I gotta send these to him too. Food is very good, man. So my budget is extremely, extremely low here. Damn, they got a chocolate one too. This is crazy. Damn, I gotta. $29. I don't. Everyone that I know kind of goes without health care, and then when something happens, if something happens, they kind of just pay it as it goes because it's so cheap. Damn, you know what? I don't think I brought enough money. Hold on. I don't think I recouped my wallet, did I? Yeah, I did. I got 1.2 million. I think I should have enough. I'm going to the meat section in just a second, man. I'm getting these. I can't eat these now, but I'm gonna pop these in the freezer. Those are gonna go in the freezer because I don't know the next time I'll ever be back here. And I learned my trick from Dale. Dale said you could store those in the freezers for at least weeks and weeks. We're gonna go to the meat section now. It looks like the beef is gone, but I'm hoping that I could tell them, hey, I need ground beef. Here we go. Where's our ground beef? Ground beef is, damn, it's up to 250. I think it's 240,000 a kilo now. Damn. It went up, man. It was only 200,000 last time. So that's 500 grams. Here's 500 grams. 500 grams is 120. We get about 300 grams from the butcher shop. So we're gonna get this. We're gonna try to get the biggest ones. So it's about 240 is about $9 per kilo, about $4.25 a pound for ground beef. What's up, Seymour? That's crazy. Yeah, healthcare is nothing. Oh, you know what? Here we go. This is hamburger, though. This is beef and this is hamburger. What's the difference? Because that is 30, that's about $1.25 difference. I'm torn between these two.
They only have the packaged ones right now?
Yeah, I think you could ask them there, but for me it's okay. But yeah. I'm torn because this is the ground beef,
yep.
But then they also have hamburger. So I'm like, I hope there's no filler in them, but I don't know what the difference is. Because they're a difference of about almost $1.50.
I like the ground beef. It looks more
nicer.
Meaty. It looks more meaty.
But I'm just worried that this has the filler, but I don't think so. Yeah, I think these are 80%. I'm pretty sure, because when I go to the butcher shop, they're like 80%. I'm gonna get like a couple of 500s. $8. So 8, 16. I need to get the biggest ones. Where's the biggest ones? 460, 440. Everything's about 450. 460, 460. So what do I got? That's a kilo. So that's basically a kilo. I need to get at least 2.5 kilos, I think. Water, up till about 1 month ago, I was paying 30,000, which is basically $1.25 for 5 gallons. And now that place disappeared, and the place nearest to us is 50,000. So it's like, it's $2 for 5 gallons now. We could order a service. So that should be a kilo and a half. Do they have a 500 down here? No. They do not have a 500. Oh, they got that's 2 kilos. I think 2 kilos. They don't have anything else. They don't have no other bigger ones, but I gotta remember the trick. Fluffy tried to put all these in one plastic bag, and then we put them in the freezer and they stuck. And we're like, damn it. So this is This is a little under $4. This is like $3.80 for 1 pound. This is 1 pound. I think that's what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get 2.5 kilos. Where'd you get those plastic bags? Over there. I'm gonna put these in separately. Fluffy last time did the all-in-one. I have a number of a delivery guy for 30,000. What sucks is, I know I'm sounding cheap, but I have already paid for 3 bottles or 2 bottles of a deposit, and I don't know if they're gonna give it back to me downstairs. They might, but would he deliver it all the way up to the top of the building? Like, we're on a 42-story place. I've never had delivery, but we'll see. Let me set you guys up here really quickly so I can get my bags. Give me 1 second, guys. We'll do the meat cam. We'll do the meat cam for you guys. Damn it, let me set you guys up. Let me stash this in here. This one. So I think I got 500 grams times 5. That should be 2.5 kilos. Need one more of these. One more. One more, guys. One more. There we go. So I think I'm pretty good on that. Let me catch back up. Unless you have a service, but you haven't used it. I don't know, I don't use, but it come across him. What would life be like for 3,000? Guys, I tell you guys, if you guys watch my videos, you guys know I live in a 2-bedroom, 2-bathroom, right? 1 block off the beach. That's $480. That's 70% of my budget. My food budget, I spend less than $200 a month. So let's call that $650, maybe $700 when I'm by myself. So you have another $2,300. Like, you can literally rent 5 of my apartments for $3,000 a month. So just figure that. Oh, look at these. Look at those huge roast. I didn't say who it was. I didn't tell him who it was. I wanted the confirmation because I was going to tell him, hey, I'll do this. But he said, these are exact words. I don't know if you heard the thing. He said that stopped in November. He said that had nothing to do with him. He said, I don't remember what date November, but he said November, they stopped doing that. The system updated and you could not get it in advance, which makes sense to me because remember, I told you guys about 2 visa runs ago that I sometimes would get my visa ahead of time, but it would be randomly. It wasn't every time. And about 2 visa runs ago, I did not get my visa until we get there. So I am going to lean towards he was correct because I don't know how long ago 2 visa runs were. I guess 3 and 3. So 6 months. Yeah. So December. So the time frame almost adds up. But if that's the case, if you could do that, if you can apply early, I would seriously debate doing that. When Fluffy comes back, if we do a Kuala Lumpur vacation. But I asked him and he said that basically his answer was November something, that stopped. The system updated. That's not true. That's not true. He said basically if you do that now and you expect to come back soon, you will be stranded. That's what he told me. So I only speaking his words. Chuck Round is lean. So you know what? There's not all the same cuts here. I got one of these containers of hamburger and the other one's ground beef. I literally don't know what the difference is. Damn, why can't I find... Did they move the stuff over here? You know what I always wanted to get? I always wanted to get, because I use a lot of eggs, I wanted to get that big container, but I'm worried I won't use them in time.
Yeah.
That's why I was like,
And especially since they're so cheap, it's not like it's like, oh, eggs are this price.
you save like $2, but for one, you got to carry all those. And then for two, I'm like, what happens if I just randomly start going out every day and I don't use them? Because like at the pace that I'm using them now, I would use them, but you can't predict it. So I was like, ah. I need to leave Vietnam before I can apply. If you're not doing the bus run, damn, what happened to the bacon and stuff? I think they moved stuff here. So if you do the Lin, or I'm assuming any Visa bus run, you can come back the same day. So basically what happens is, I asked him this. I said, what's the difference? Why can we come back the same day on the bus run, but you can't come back the same day on the flight? And he said, so basically what happens is the visa agencies contact the Lao agents and they pre-do your visa. They don't complete it. They have your paperwork, they have everything ready. So basically when you get there on your visa run day, all your paperwork's practically in there and done except for the stamp and to complete it. That's the difference. So you have to leave if you're not going to do the bus visa run. How much is that? Is that 500 grams? So you have to leave if you do the flight. If you leave the flight, you gotta wait. But if you do the bus visa run, you get your visa the same day. Buy 27%. Man, I would love to, but the only place I've been able to do that is at the butcher shop. I am able to tell them, please make me the 70-30 ratio ground beef. But I haven't found that anywhere else. Only the butcher shop, and they custom do it for me. And usually I got to give them at least half a day or the day before. Yeah, the bacon's not as cheap here. So Moon Milk is another item that has cheaper, because I can get a kilo of bacon for $180, and it looks like this is a kilo, but it's $2.24. See, it's $2.24. So it's like 60,000. It's about $2.20 something cents more expensive. Yeah, the bacon is more expensive here. So I did pay for my visa. I'm doing the slow one, man. I'm not sure if I'm gonna regret it or not. I'm doing the slow one, guys. So you guys will get a different, not really a different updated visa video, but you guys will see a little couple different steps in it. Not much, just barely a few different steps. There's the chicken wings. There's the chicken. There's the wings, so you can get these wings, but I don't see how much. Where's the price? I don't think I got a price on these. Where's the price? Why don't they have a freaking price? 99,000 a kilo, I think it is. I'm assuming that's a kilo. So $2? No, that can't be. That can't be. I need to leave Vietnam. Ground chicken. I know they have ground pork. Ground chicken. I would assume they have ground chicken. I can't believe they wouldn't, but I don't see it off the top of my head right here. But maybe it's over on this side. They'll have stuff like this. Like, what's this? It's different types of beef. I don't know what kind of beef this is. Damn, what is this? This looks not bad. Oops, that's 200,000 for this? I might. I don't know what this is. Anybody speak Vietnamese? I know by kilo, but I can't remember. It's so weird because when I try to translate it to pounds, it's not exactly a pound. It's like 1.2 pounds or something. And then it starts throwing me off. I might get this. I don't know what this is though. I'm thinking this is like a thin cut beef. Is this a chunk or is this sliced? I can't tell. I can't tell what that is. Oh, you know what? I got my translate. Well, I'm stupid. I'm stupid. But you know, sometimes on these translate stuff, it'll just be like beef. And you're like, damn, what the hell does that mean? I'm hoping this is sliced. Let's take a look. Let me see what that says. Damn, it doesn't say anything. Copyright? Let's take a look. Valbo Nguyen. What is Valbo Nguyen? That's what I'm hoping. I'm hoping it's like strips, like cut up strips. Maybe I'm gonna get that. Cause this is technically the same price as bacon. Is that strips? What's that? There's a big portion of beef. I have no clue. That one that I bought, I'm gonna try it and hopefully it's good. Hopefully it's good. I have no clue. This is where the ground beef was gone and I asked them and they said they'll make it. But look, they have the big portions of beef. Look at that, man. I can't really do the stew with the carnivore diet, and I'm not really a big stew guy. All I've been practically eating is bacon, beef, cheese, and eggs. Here's some more chicken. And I used to eat ground pork, but I kind of prefer the bacon over ground pork now. But here's ground pork. Ground pork looks like it is... Why don't they have... Yeah, they don't have the price on these. What's up with this? Why don't they have the prices on these? Some of these don't have prices. Here's the ground pork that I was getting. Ground pork, 155,000. That's more expensive. It used to be cheaper. Maybe it was a different one. Water buffalo. Carrot, onions, beef stew. I am in the country of Vietnam, in the city of Da Nang, Vietnam. There's the pork. So I think I practically am done. Now I think I'll just show you guys around. Else, oh, I'll show you guys something that people in USA will go crazy over. It should still be over here, but you guys will be like, oh my God, how do you, come on, that's not fair. Here's the eggs, guys. Look at these eggs. Here's a whole big box of eggs. Look. So it looks like 53, no. How many are there here? I don't know how many come in these. I think it's 5 trays. So I think there's 55 eggs and they are $3. I'm trying to see. I can't remember how many eggs, but I swear it's 4 or 5 versions, trays of it. Let me see. Where's my translate? No, they want to. I want to show them how much, but I can't tell how many's in it. That's the thing.
How many of this is in it? 53
eggs. So 53 eggs are about $3.50. There it goes. So 53 eggs are $3. I don't even think you guys can get 12 eggs for $3 in the USA.
Same thing.
I think just maybe a different brand, or maybe the same brand, different box, I guess.
Yeah, I forgot since last 30 years.
50 eggs, man. Maybe they're bigger or something. I don't know what it is. But if Fluffy was here, I would probably get this bigger one because I do use like 3 eggs a day. But 50 eggs is like 2 months. 3, 6, 7, that's 20. No, 3 weeks, not 3 months. I just don't necessarily need them. But you could get, actually, I do need, oh, here we go. But it can't be. I think they're $4. I think those ones are 4, and I think these are 3. No, 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 no. 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, here we go. 30 eggs. 30 eggs are $3. Can't tell what that is. 50 eggs are $4. So there you guys go. There you go. That's the updated price. 30 eggs. I should get this one. No, wait. This one would be 80. So I pay 25,000 for 10. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So 25, 50, 75. Yeah, it's not worth it. I can get them at Moon Milk for the same price than lugging them around. But then we'll go over here. They got a little frozen section. I don't. So it's I call it 25,000, but it's a little above. I think it's cracking every once in a while 26,000 VND to the dollar. If I go out to my local dinner places, I eat dinner for under $3, mostly for about $2 a meal. I think my most expensive meal is about $5, and that's at a Western burger spot. Burger, double burger, fries. So here's your guys' frozen section. Remember, basically the easy way to remember, 25,000 VND to $1. So here's you guys' produce section, your vegetables. Yeah, out here they don't sell eggs in dozens. They sell them in 10s. No clue why. So here's your produce, your oranges. We can get used to here. So you know how you buy here and then you take them up to the counter and then they'll punch in the code and they'll weigh it at the counter, like one of these workers, and then they'll weigh it and put a sticker on it. So there's been a few times where I brought all my produce up there and they're like, you didn't weigh it. And I'm like, weigh it? That's what you guys do up here. But apparently out here that's not a thing. Even in the Philippines it's like that. Watermelon. I don't know why the watermelon's always weird shaped. They're longer, they're like footballs, or they're small circles. Dragon fruit. Dragon fruit looks cool and it has a cool name, but it's not as good. I'm not gonna say it's bad, it's just very plain. There's your carrots. Metric system. It's the only place that I've seen 10. I believe in the Philippines it's 12 too. I think Vietnam, off the top of my head, is the only place that does 10 eggs. I'm sure there's other places, but in my experience, I've only seen it at Vietnam. Potatoes. I think potatoes are not that cheap here compared to Moon Milk. So 36,000 per kilo. I get my potatoes for like 23,000 per kilo, which is like 20 cents, if not maybe 15 cents per nice sized potato. Bell peppers,
Xin mời nhân
all
viên ngành
this.
hàng rau củ ngành hàng bơ sữa đến trước quầy thu ngân số 11 để gom hàng về. Xin nhắc lại, xin mời nhân viên ngành hàng rau củ ngành hàng bơ sữa đến trước quầy thu ngân số 11 để gom
Jesus
hàng
Christ,
về.
that's
Xin cảm
loud.
ơn.
Bananas, here's your seafood and your produce. I don't eat seafood, but here's your seafood aisle. EU does 10 eggs. I did not know that. I did go to 9 countries in Europe, but I guess I must have never. I don't think I had to have went to a grocery store. I'm pretty sure, but I never probably looked at eggs because I was staying in hotels, so I probably had no need to look at eggs. So I have all my meat. I don't necessarily need cheese. Sometimes they have free samples out here. To get ground beef. So Mark wanted to come and I was like, screw it. I want to get ground beef. I ran out of ground beef a couple of weeks ago, so I got that. Here's their deli section. They got like a little bit of a deli. You can get chicken. Not as good of deals. This is one thing I will tell you guys. It's not as good as deals as like Costco. You can't get the big giant chicken. So their chicken is smaller. And it's about $4. But there you guys go. This is some of their menu items. In USA, all I know is 6 and 12. 6 and 12. And then here's the little bakery, the deli part. One of my favorites here. Look at all this stuff, guys. Look at that. This is Dale's favorite aisle. Dale's favorite aisle. They serve pizza here. The pizza is okay. It's just very basic Vietnamese style. A thin, I'm not gonna call it soggy, but not as crispy crust. You get corn on it and some random ingredients, some sausage or something like that. But it's okay. The donuts, I haven't had much luck with donuts in Vietnam. Actually, in all of Asia, man. All of Asia, donuts are very, very hard to come by in good quality. There's your bread. There's, speaking of donuts, there's some donuts over there. Bread. The bread isn't that... okay, the bread's a tad better. 27,000. I think at Moon Milk you get 6 slices for 14,000. And I think this is probably 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You get like 3 extra slices. So the bread price is not that much better. You got your guys' alcohol, the wine. Versus Thailand, I don't really know if I had too much bread in Thailand. We'll show you guys soda, drinks. Sodas and drinks are very cheap here. It's kind of shocking. This thing, it's by freaking liter, remember? 1.5 liter, so not a 2 liter, but a 1.5 liter, about 80 cents. So 80 cents, that's a good deal. Here's my brand, Mirinda. This is the only place I know that you can get a 1.5 liter Mirinda. 80 cents for one. Look at this one, guys. Jesus Christ, how many is this? 3 liters. 3 liters for about $1.20. I have no clue what brand that is. I like these two. These are the little small bottles. You come in a 6-pack. Yeah, the baguettes. The baguettes are good. I think they might have clothing. They have almost everything else here. They have fans. Mark just bought an air fryer. There's an air fryer in his basket. Fan, chairs. So I didn't necessarily see clothes, but I wouldn't be surprised if there is. Huge growth in manufacturing. Yeah. That kind of happened also during the beginning of COVID, that USA didn't want to have to rely on China. So they opened up places in Vietnam. So I think they're naturally benefiting from China. Ale 8 in Kentucky. I'll show you guys. Here's like the Western condiments. Well, closer. The mayo that I always get is this one. 79,000. This is like the Japanese mayo. Oh yeah, they have the big one. This is what Mark wanted, this brand, but it doesn't look like they have the small one. But I knew I seen that brand. And then we'll show you salad dressings. I think we're on the wrong aisle. I wanted to show you guys the condiments, like the Western condiments. I think like ketchup, and I think they have barbecue sauce and stuff. A bucket, yeah. Like I said, this is kind of the Costco of them. Here we go. So I'm a very particular ketchup guy. I only like the Heinz. But they don't have the small bottle of Heinz. That's always what they don't have. Let's take a look. They got some salsa. Here's the tomato. Here's the small bottle now, 33,000. There we go. Before they didn't have this. This is like the Vietnamese ketchup. I'm very, very picky on ketchup. Extremely picky. Like I can only eat Heinz practically, I think. But here you guys go. So this is the big difference. Look at the ingredients on ketchup here. Water, tomato paste, sugar, vinegar, salt, and spices. Now go grab your ketchup bottle and look at how many ingredients there are on your Heinz ketchup in the USA. But literally there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ingredients here. If you go look at the ingredients on the Heinz ketchup, there's a lot more in the USA. But I also noticed, I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but it's a much darker red color. It's kind of weird to see it that way. I eat this and it tastes exactly the same to me. Sometimes, not in general though, because if you go to like local restaurants, they'll cook with some really cheap oil and stuff like that, and they'll take shortcuts, and you'll get like a lot of soy sauce and stuff. So yes and no. Yes and no. A lot of Chinese business people are pulling out of business in Vietnam. Interesting. It's just me and Mark. Just me and Mark. I don't know. I lost him a little bit ago, but I think he's shopping. Damn, look at this one. Look at this one. Jesus Christ, look at this oil. This is probably 5 gallons. Jesus Christ. I bought some. So I'm on the carnivore, but I did buy some bakery stuff. But listen, guys, I'm putting it in the freezer. I'm not eating it. I'm going to wait till I break my carnivore, but I'll show you guys what I got. I got a new product. I got the regular ones. I got the other ones. And now look at the third I just found. But remember, I'm not eating them. They're going in the freezer. And then I got my 2.5 kilos of ground beef. And I tried this beef. I don't know what this is. But meat, yeah, those are, you know what these are? These are cheese. And then it's filled with beef. But you guys will see. Oh, there's the barbecue sauce. I should show Mark this. But look at how much it is, man. $3.50 for barbecue sauce. This is the stuff that kills you when you're in Vietnam, the Western products. But I'm going to put that stuff in my freezer. I'm not going to eat it. So I'm going to continue doing my carnivore. But I know that down the road, because I don't know when I'll ever get back to Mega Market. And I miss those. I definitely miss those. American food is awful. I'm telling you, man. I can't get into the specifics of how bad it is for you, but American food, man, it's so good. The taste. I miss a good amount of stuff in the USA. The taste is just awesome, man. And I will never be able to replace minced beef that they call it out here with ground beef. I love how good ground beef is in the USA, and I love how easy it is to form patties. Out here, it's a freaking nightmare. Look at how much darker. In USA, this is much lighter. Not a ton, but when I looked, is the bottle colored? But this is definitely a darker color. Our ketchup, let me see if I can even find a color. Our ketchup would probably be a little closer to this red. Not exactly this, but close to it. Oh, you know what? I'll make my ranch. I can make ranch later this week. I don't know where Mark is. Where's Mark at? I think I'm good. I don't need cheese. I don't need, the bacon's not as cheap here. You know what I want to make though, guys? I want to make that curry. I have the curry packet and I can do chicken. But yeah, I don't have the ingredients. I'm going to skip on that. I'm gonna skip on that. I don't know where Mark went. Mark might have went missing somewhere. Can't get ranch in the EU. That's crazy. You guys can make it. It's spices, mayo, and a little bit of milk. You guys can make it. But luckily, Mark went to the USA, and he brought back the whole box of, like the packet ranch that you can add your milk and your mayo and make it yourself. He brought me a whole big box of it, so I can actually make it. So let's try to find him. Let's try to find Mr. Mark. I don't know where he's at. He bought an air fryer. He's probably on a shopping spree right now. What can I get my phone back in here? There we go. Margaret, what's up? Let's try to find Mark. There's your guys' snacks. Where's Mark? For sim with Google YouTube at? Cost you $40 for sim with Google YouTube? I don't know what you mean. What cost $40? Where's Mark? Did he come back to the electronics aisle? Is he the new Dale? He won't get out, so he wants to go out when I go to dinner because he doesn't come out as much. Actually, Dale, me, and Mark were at dinner last night. We went to the Kin Kin. We went to the Thai restaurant. Where the hell did he go, though? He's a much more pickier and less budget conscious than Dale, though. China for tourists is $40. I remember when I went to China Mobile and I got a SIM card there, and I want to say it was way under $10. It could have only been $5, but I kind of think it was $10. And I went to China Mobile in China, and that's how I got it. I got my SIM card at China Mobile. So I know Mark was in the military. He mentioned his time being a Marine. So I'm not sure. I don't really ever get into people's financial stuff. I don't say, hey, tell me about, but whatever they tell me, or stuff comes up, but I'm sure that, I can guarantee almost 99% of the people in Da Nang have a much better financial income situation than me. But you didn't have access to Google. I used a VPN, but that was 2019, and I heard a lot. I heard only Surfshark and Let's VPN work there now. But back when I was there, I only had Norton or something, one of those random ones, and the VPN worked for me then. The VPN worked for me back in 2019. I didn't have a problem with that. You guys can buy your rice here too, but we actually found a better, cheaper place to buy our rice. But overall, this is probably the cheapest rice place that we've found, except for our hidden gem of a place. But you guys can buy the rice by the scoop and by the kilo here. Where's it at? Where's it at? I don't see the rice anymore. I'd never been in the military, no. The military was definitely not for me. Here's the rice, but I don't see the scoops. 140? I get mine cheaper. I get my butter cheaper at Moon Milk because they package their own. They create and package their own. No brand, so it's a little bit cheaper. But I'm just about to run out of butter. But remember, I have tons of bacon grease that I've been saving. So I'm just going to use the bacon grease instead of butter until that runs out. Because I eat bacon every day. So I save all my bacon grease. Look at how big that mayo is. Spam installed, even Apple. What's the fast food chain from the USA that I miss the most? Um, I wasn't really a big fast food guy there, but I do like the McDoubles from McDonald's. Always cheap and always good. I love a Whopper. Um, and if you guys forced me, like no, like hey, you can get any burger, no, you don't pay for it. I would probably one of the most underrated is Carl's Jr. Man, Carl's Jr. is good, but it's just so damn expensive. But I like their big Carl's Jr. burgers. They're always pretty damn good for fast food. But I had Carl's Jr. so rarely. I bet once every 3 or 4 years or something crazy like that. But my go-to, I'd get 2 McDoubles back in the USA for like $5. They got the barbecue. There we go. So now I just gotta find Mark. I don't know where the hell he went. Let me send him a message. I like In-N-Out, but the thing that kills them. Okay, coming over. I was just about to send him a message. He sent me one. The thing that kills In-N-Out for me is their fries. So the only way that I can do their fries, I have to specially order them, and I tell them fry light because their fries are too damn crispy. So I kind of dock them points on their standard fries. I hope I brought enough money. I paid my Visa and I had like 7 or 6 million on me. And I forgot to grab my other money off my counter. So I should have enough money, but Jesus Christ, I'm always stuck behind all these long people. Screw it. In-N-Out, I like their burgers. But I dock them points on their fries, unless you get fry light. JV, what's up, buddy? 2.5 kilos, no, 3 kilos. 3 kilos of beef. 2.5 of ground beef, and a half kilo of some kind of, I'm hoping it's like my strip that I get at like George Costanza. I think a kilo was $8 and I got 3, so 24. Yeah, I should have enough. I should have enough money, I'm pretty sure. I should have enough. Look at this big ass thing of popcorn. I don't know. We both got food. Mark's here, so I'm gonna ask him if he wants to go out to dinner or if he's gonna cook. It's raining tonight. I don't really mind cooking. I'll cook up some of this ground beef. So I have 500 grams. 250. So I think I will be making 250 gram burger patties. Can someone tell me how much 250 grams is in ounces? I bet it's about 8 or 9 ounces. I bet it's about 8 point something ounces, I'm assuming. 8 or 9 ounces, I bet. Yeah, there's somewhat of a food deli right here. They have like a little prepackaged area, but then this is a deli. You guys can see it says Deli Corner, but it's not much. It's like sliced of pizza and some chicken and some random stuff. It's nothing great. 8.8 ounces, okay. So yeah, almost 9 ounces. So that will be my burger patties. When I make burgers on the carnivore, I make my 250 grams, and then I do my egg buns. You guys seen my egg buns last time. My egg buns. So here's my stuff for now. Here's my freezer stuff. So I got some sweets. You guys know I'm on the carnivore, but trust me, man, I'm putting those in the freezer. I'm not eating those anytime soon. But I don't know the next time I'm gonna get out to Mega Market, and I do know soon, maybe not in the near soon, I am gonna need a little sweets, man. I went so long without sweets. I will break it, not crazily, but we'll see. They're always so slow in Asia on the checkout. It takes forever. That's the one thing that I always dread. Damn, I should have got another bag for that one. Damn it. But remember, Patrick, I'm assuming you don't do the carnivore, right? So you have bun, you have lettuce, tomato. For me, it's just literally patty and cheese. That's it. No bun, no nothing. So for me, I don't use buns or anything like that. She will probably give you one. Maybe. I don't really need any because I use this, but I forgot I didn't get one for this. I'm hoping this is like some kind of sliced beef, but I don't know. Everywhere in the world, they always have this aisle, huh? At the front. They actually have this. I think you might be talking about this, but it's not much quicker because the people don't know what they're doing and they always mess up. That's what I always notice. But you can only do like 10 items at most places, and I think I have like 14 or 15 items, something like that. Let me move this back a little bit. Oh, you have to buy a bag? Oh well. That one I'll put one of those ground beefs in the refrigerator anyways, and then I'll just take that bag out. It's okay. I don't need to buy it. I don't need to buy one. What do you guys think all that's gonna cost me? I'm gonna say, off the top of my head, I'm gonna guess about $28. That's my guess. Three kilos of ground beef, $24. I'm gonna say $29. I'm gonna say $29. That's my guess. That's discriminating? What's discriminating? Yeah, I have a backpack, but I'm not gonna have the blood-soaked meat leaking in my backpack like you did the last time. I'm not gonna do that. Then my whole backpack was filled with beef blood. Everyone pays with QR code, but I can do it on Timo. They got more meat than me. But that meat looks good. Wow, they spent $3 million. $3 million is about $120. $3 million. No. When Fluffy's not here, I rarely wear my backpack. I wear my backpack to keep my charger and to keep my water bottle. Sincho. Yes. No. Let me put you guys over here. Give me a second, guys. No, Fluffy, we were talking about a bag like this. We're talking about a bag like this.
Did you buy that?
No, but can I get one of this for this?
No.
Let me put all this stuff in, guys. Give me 1 second. Look what they did. They locked my bag. They locked my bag. Where's the... That's crazy. I didn't know. I thought they put like a sticker on there to identify it, but I looked and they locked my bag. That's crazy. Come on. They locked my bag. Crazy, man. I was trying to put all my stuff in my backpack, and now I gotta go over here and get this lock. And now I have a feeling, in my opinion, I have a feeling that there won't be a security guard over here to unlock it. So I gotta unlock my bag. I didn't know they locked my bag.
Oh,
They did that to you?
Yeah.
Where'd you get it unlocked? You ripped it?
Just get here. It's simple, man. That's how you get these small things done.
But the thing, man, I don't want to break my backpack. I have the little knots are still there. Oh, there we go. There we go.
I mean, he could open it too. That guy, he could open it. But they told you, they took you to tighten it. They didn't take it.
Can you cut this? Come on. Man, they did me crazy. You guys see that? They locked my bag. Let me put my stuff away, and then we're gonna head out. Crazy. When you go back to the entrance, yeah, there was a guy there. I ripped most of it, but the little tight part didn't break, but everything else broke.
Is that parchment paper?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's a little bit cheaper here than Moonville.
Yeah, I got the actual, like, sheets.
How much were those?
35?
29, but I don't know how much
Yeah.
quantity difference is. Let me put my stuff away, guys. I hope that, I don't think all my stuff's gonna fit, but
All of my stuff fit.
it did.
I had 2 kilograms of chicken wings, 2 pounds of beef. Yeah, my shit's stuff. I got everything for the soup. Parchment paper, spatula. Oh, I even got barbecue sauce.
I seen it, man. Do you see how expensive it was?
It's either that or nothing.
Which brand did you get? I seen it.
The Heinz.
Heinz, okay. There was Heinz and there was like America's Choice or
Yeah.
something. Do you see that one?
Yeah.
But they were like 85,000, right? 80 something
Yeah,
thousand?
85 or 89, something
That's
like that.
$3 for barbecue. I was like,
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. And they're not that big of bottles.
I was about to say, but it's either that or nothing.
I know.
You know.
That's crazy though. Like 85. Oh, I didn't put my thing in there. But.
I mean, you can carry it, but
Screw it.
put it on the side. Oh, you don't have 2 side pockets. Okay.
Only one
You
side
got
pocket.
One.
Oh well, screw it. All right.
Well, my bag must be real good.
I probably didn't pack as good. Look, he's got the air fryer. Damn, he got the heavy duty, the Phillips. Still in Vietnam, absolutely. I don't have no plan to leave Vietnam. Mark's not from California though. Only I'm from California.
I lived 10 years there, but I'm not from.
But he's not from California. I'm born and raised in California. Practically, yeah, the only city, I take it back. I was gonna say, I've only lived in one city, my hometown, but I forgot. I went to college and I lived there for 5 years. Actually, I lived in San Francisco for 6 years. How much was the air fryer? 1 million? More? 2? 1.6, so about 50 or 60 bucks, close, probably in the 50 or 60 bucks range, he said.
I mean, everything all together came up to like $90.
All this
American
stuff.
dollars. I mean, this thing is packed tight.
The lady in front of me spent $3 million, which is about 120
My
bucks.
stuff was 2.2 mil.
2.2.
I'm sorry, 2.5 mil.
Yeah, she spent 3.
Yeah, no, the driver's like 3 minutes out.
A hot dog? No, I never get nothing from here. I'll show you guys what they have though. Let's show you guys. It doesn't ever look quality in my opinion. I didn't know they had hot dogs here, but they have stuff like this. Man, so everything except for prices and the politics in California, like if you just look at California as a state and like what it offers and stuff, it's amazing. But once you mix in the politics, the prices, the crime, it changes everything. But on just the state itself, it's awesome. There's your guys' kind of stale-ish pizza. There's your guys' drinks. $9,000 for a Mirinda. So 9,000 is about 9, 18, 20. It's about 35 cents. Sure.
We just go put this
Yeah,
up,
yeah.
and then
Yep. Sounds good. I got this sliced beef, man. I either think I got something good or I got something that I'm gonna be like, damn, why is it so tough? Like,
yeah.
because I did that before in USA. Like, I tried some kind of meat and I tried to like cook it like a thin cut steak,
Like a flank steak.
and it was just terrible.
Yeah.
But this, I looked and I was like, shoot, that looks good. But we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. Is that rain? The noise? I think it's storming.
Yeah, it is raining.
That's crazy. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but it sounds like a storm. I'm kind of glad we got this done. He's here. Maybe this is him?
430 yep.
Wow. The guy was excited.
Chicken now.
Chicken. No chicken. Beef. I think it's storming. Beef. Sometimes chicken. I hope he doesn't. Look at Mark's out here. Mark's gonna get left.
Bye-bye.
You missed it when we were right here. Did you hear it? Right before you got in, he goes, bye-bye. And he started saying he was gonna drive away. Yeah, let me roll this down real quick. Is this a storm? Oh yeah, it's raining, guys.
I was up in there shopping like I'm at home.
It was kind of good time because I was like, hey man, I tried to walk down to find you. Then I was like, I don't know. I was like, oh shoot, I got my other phone. Let me text him. And when I looked, I just seen that you sent the message. I was like, oh, that's good timing. Because I was kind of done. I was pretty much done. I was just showing people around. And then I was like, then I tried to walk all the way down. I was like, maybe he went back down to go do his air fryer.
I did. I went back down to see if the little mold that I bought, if it was gonna fit inside the air fryer. So I went back and tried.
Oh, you got like an air fryer mold?
Yeah.
To put it inside when you cook it?
Yeah. I wanted that, but that one was too big.
I got one of those off of Shopee.
Yeah.
I got the little silicone one.
Uh-huh.
And actually it works pretty good. But the only thing is, I've had it for almost a year. It's a square one that fits right inside.
Yeah.
After about a year,
It started to
the
fold
edges,
up.
it starts to fold down a little bit.
Yeah, I just bought some parchment paper to just lay inside of it.
Yeah.
Just to kind of keep it.
What I read is that I didn't know this, but I guess apparently you can. You can use glass in there, and you can use like anything that you would put in an oven.
In an oven. I mean,
so you could put like those, like the ones you can make like aluminum, or even like ones you make bread in. You can do stuff like that too.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. But that would be kind of a better one. But
I mean, for me, that's just, I guess, one more thing to wash. I mean, you're just swapping out washing that for cleaning and what you call them
it's
out.
probably better to just get that silicone one and replace it every 8 or 10 months.
And I'll probably,
it was $2 off of Shopee.
I'll probably grab when I go back to the States, I'll probably grab the actual size
Right one.
things for them. I mean, I don't think I'm gonna be using it so much. So
I find when I get the air fryer, I start using it for a lot more things that I never plan on. You're like, oh, I got a piece of pizza last night. Oh, let me just toss it in the air fryer.
I'll throw that shit in the microwave.
See, I'm not a microwave guy. The microwave guy, I never really cook anything in the microwave, but I just warm things up like randomly. But if I have an air fryer on a pizza or something like that, I will use the air fryer for it.
Yeah, I'm not.
You're the microwave guy.
I'm not so.
I'm not big on the microwave. That's the one thing.
Big on, like the crust doesn't need to be crunchy for me.
You just want it warm to eat it.
Yes.
Yeah, this is a rare rainy time right now. This is not normal. So there's some kind of storm that's coming in, but we're well over the rainy season. We're like in the middle of the rainy season that's been over. So just a random storm. I'm kind of glad that we got the stuff done today, because now supposedly this storm is going to hit for 2 days, but we'll see. But I'm all done. I don't have nothing else to do. I got my food. So I think we're going to probably end it there. I'm going to go bring my groceries back. We did Mega Market. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. I appreciate it. If you guys have not hit the subscribe button, please hit the subscribe button. We are trying to get to 10,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Once again, hopefully you guys enjoyed that video from Da Nang, a rainy city. There we go. Have a good night.